William Morrow, American History Tellers and HarperAudio present The Hidden History of the White House, Power Struggles, Scandals, and Defining Moments by Corey Mead. Foreword by Kate Anderson Brower. Read by Jeremy Arthur. Introduction read by Lindsay Graham. A note before we begin. Don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. It contains a bibliography from the book. Foreword by Kate Anderson Brower. When the White House itself was literally collapsing around President Harry Truman and his wife and daughter, it was rebuilt and made stronger with an 800-ton structural steel framework anchored to concrete piers, deep underground. The extensive project began in 1949 when the interior of the most famous house in the country was stripped from the naked exterior walls, according to a report the administration presented to Congress. The inside had rotted floors, rusty pipes, and a chronic rat infestation. It needed to be gutted so that it could remain standing. After 3 years spent in temporary housing across the street, the Trumans moved back in. And now, as we approach the 250th anniversary of the United States, we can truly appreciate the good bones of this house. It has been rebuilt and reinforced over the years so that the 55,000 square foot private presidential residence could remain a source of strength for the country. Its foundation may need to be refortified from time to time, but the house will never fall. The White House is a space where history has been shaped and where decisions have been made that have changed countless lives, from the D-Day invasion during World War II to the creation of legislation stemming the tide of racial injustice, to protests surrounding the Vietnam War, to celebrations marking the death of Osama bin Laden. It has been central to each era of American history. Most people see the White House during the Easter egg roll, the unveiling of Christmas decorations, and the occasional presidential press conference and primetime address. But it's the everyday business that takes place inside its walls that makes history. And it's the private conversations inside the Oval Office and in the second-floor residence that lend the house an air of mystery. It's all happened, and is still happening, in this singular space. It's important to remember why this house matters so much to so many. Like the country itself, it has been a work in progress. It was rebuilt twice before the Truman renovation. Shortly after moving in, Abigail Adams, who was the First Lady to live in the White House, wrote to her daughter. In her letter, which was written in 1800, she bluntly described the house and the new capital city, which in her eyes was a city only so in name. You must keep all this to yourself, and when asked how I like it, say that I write you the situation is beautiful, which is true. The house is made habitable, but there is not a single apartment finished, she wrote. We have not the least fence, yard, or other convenience without, and the great unfinished audience room I make a drying room of, to hang up the clothes in. The principal stairs are not up, and will not be this winter. Through the years, the house has been transformed as the city and country around it have evolved. Within these pages lies a treasure trove of American history, including who really saved the massive Gilbert Stuart portrait of George Washington when the White House was nearly destroyed by the British during the War of 1812. It offers a glimpse of a distraught JFK pacing the White House lawn during the failed Bay of Pigs invasion, and takes us inside the Situation Room as 23 Navy SEALs from Team 6 embark on a high-risk mission to kill Osama bin Laden. But there have been many moments of progress that have only been made possible because of the symbolism of the house, including when President Theodore Roosevelt invited his advisor, the educator and speaker Booker T. Washington, to dine at the White House in 1901. It marked the first time that a black person had been entertained at the White House. More than 100 years later, Barack Obama moved in as the country's first black president. In a speech at the National Cathedral on March 31.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?